I'm going to start giving an outline of what will be happening this year. First of all, though, what I'd like to introduce Brian. He is an ex-schoolboy player who is at present contract with Reading, and hoping to break in obviously into the first next season. So, without further ado, can I introduce you?
It only seems 12 months ago that we were stood here having our presentation even for last season, and I thought last season was great. Well, this season has surpassed everything that I'd hoped for. Despite not winning any silverware, it's been a fantastic season. 27 matches played, the most ever. 18 games won, 4 drawn and 5 lost. The best performance ever by a Swindon Primary School's rep team. In the last 3 seasons when we were in the Berkshire League, we've not finished outside the first 2 places, and this season finishing up as runners-up has just shown how strong schools football in Swindon is compared to the rest of the south of England, and that's a fantastic achievement. We had wins away at Newbury and Portsmouth, and in the rain, torrential rain at Sutton, and then in the cold at Woking. Our highest ever Berkshire League win, 7-0 win over the Vale at Ballantrash, and then we equalled that against Decorum with another 7-0 win, and against Cheltenham South Bucks. Our Cotswold League campaign, we started off with home draws against Plymouth and then South Gloucestershire, and Harris would say, well, glossed over the South Gloucestershire game, so I'm sure I don't think reminded. Then there was that 22-2 draw at Gloucester, which, in hindsight, I think we were robbed a little bit there, because we certainly should have won that game. At the beginning of the season, when we met at Norfolk King, we talked about the season and who we were playing the competitions, and I'm pretty sure I said this at the beginning, that it didn't really matter for me who we played and who we lost to. There was one team that I really wanted to beat this season. Do you remember who that was? Yeah, Bristol. And so for the second season running, back-to-back wins over Bristol, and in some style, 4-2 and 6-1. Defeats on the road to Plymouth, which has never been a happy hunting ground for us, and then our unbeaten home record went to the very last league game to Gloucester, but it's been a fantastic season, not just because of the league performances, finishing as runners-up in both the Berkshire League and the Cotswold League. It's been a fantastic season on the cup front. No Swindon Primary School side has ever reached the final of the Southern Counties Cup, and you made history this season, guys, by doing that, which is a fantastic achievement. Didn't we? When I put in the application form and I asked my good friend at Reading, Mr. Downs, who Mitchell knows, I said, please don't zone us for the opening round. I don't want to play Gloucester or Bristol. I want to play something we've never played before. I touched my mouth to get drawn away to best. So it's off down the M4 and M25 on a Saturday morning to play somebody that we've never played before. And I'm thinking, well, we've never won the Southern Counties Cup, along with the Bexley. This is a strong team from Kent. But we came away with a 3-1 win, and that was really, really nice to come away after that long journey. As Ian said in the car coming back, it's a damn long way to go, but it's nice to come back knowing that we've won. Having already seen the draw, I knew that if we'd got past Bexley, we'd be back in Kent against Orpington. And going down to an early goal didn't faze you. You came back and showed great character, great determination. We levelled with an absolute bullet of a header. And then we really didn't look back when we went 2-1 up, and we turned Orpington over 4-1. And in fact, their manager came up to us afterwards and said, out of all the teams in London and in Kent that they played, we were by far the strongest side. which is an amazing accolade. Then we travelled a little bit nearer to home, back to Chiltern South Bucks, and a 2-0 win there saw us to face Luton, who already had drawn with us at Ballantash in the Berkshire League, so there was a little bit of redress required, of course, in that game, but a 3-0 win at Stopsley took us to our first ever final. And for me, getting to the final was actually a fantastic experience because it's something that I've never done as a manager and something that I'd always wanted to do. However, on that occasion it wasn't to be. Gloucester had already turned over Thurrock at their place, and they just proved too strong for us. In the Whitley Cup, as you know, we started our first game of the season, which is never happened before. In the Whitley Cup, we had to go down to South Gloucestershire, and Matty Evans had the pleasure of playing against some of his mates from Rovers in that first match. And we went down, we were 2-1 behind, we fought back and won 3-2, and that started us on our route towards the final. Children South Bucks has been a bit sick and tired of sight of us, because we'd already beat them in the league, we'd already played them in the cup in the southern counties, faced them again in the Whitney, and then turned them over 5-1. I think they were glad they were put place in any other competitions. That win then took us to play Newbury. Again, we'd already played Newbury at Walton Hill. A 4-1 win there started our run of 13 unbeaten matches. And that win then took us to the final. 4-1 win over Newbury, to the final. And I've just got one word down here, guys. I think probably sums it up. It's heartbreak. It just shows that it could be a real cruel game, because we absolutely battered them and then lost at the very end, just before extra time was looming. I've said it's been a fantastic season, and I just wanted to go over some of the facts, because you've set new records this year. As I said, you're the first ever side to reach the Southern Counties Cup final. You're only the second ever association, so if you think of all of the towns and districts that are in those cup competitions, and they're stretching from Bristol to Letchworth, Orpington, Solihull, it's a huge area of the country. You are only the second ever association to make both finals in the same season. As I've already mentioned, I've run on 13 unbeaten games, starting with that 4-1 win at Newbury, took us right the way through the winter into March, and only ended with the defeat there at Plymouth. Again, a record for any Swindon primary school side. 84 goals scored. I've tracked through my database and see if we've got anywhere near it. Not a chance. Not a chance. 84 goals in 27 games. I've just got one of them up there. Great achievements. Great season. What a great story.